Hello, today we're going to make our very own zoetrope and learn about optical illusions. Before we begin, let's talk a little bit about optical illusions. An optical illusion can be described as an image that the brain sees in a way that is different from how the image actually appears. Our brain perceives motion when the picture changes, meaning that our brains are actually able to fill in the motion between the pictures. Think of a motion picture book. As the pages are flipped, we can see that the balloon is going up. Some materials that you will need are any sheet of dark colored paper, a scissor, a self-healing cutting mat. You can use a ruler as a substitute, a small pie tin or tray, a pencil or dowel, a sheet of white printer paper, and some writing utensils for drawing. You first want to start off by placing your mat on the surface. Take a sheet of dark construction paper and place it onto the mat standing up. We want the width of our strips to be exactly 2.5 inches, so I'm going to mark between the 2 and 3. The length of the paper is exactly 11 inches long, which is the perfect length. Next, you want to make a straight line going over the 2.5 mark we made onto the piece of paper. Once you've made a straight line, cut the line you've drawn by using a scissor. Please be cautious and have an adult do this if you are under 12 years. Place a black strip onto the mat and make marks along the length. Make these marks an inch apart from each other. Next, you want to cut slits onto the marks that we drew. For the next step, you want to go back and cut lines between the slits, like so. Once you're done cutting lines between the slits, fold the slits and the lines upwards. Cut the slits that are folded upwards using your scissor. You also want to make sure you cut partially at the ends. Your strip should now look like a comb. Next, you're going to want to tape the strip, connecting the front and back on the inside and on the outside of your strip. First, I'm going to roll my black strip. This is going to help with the slender shape before I tape it. Now, our strip looks like a mini crown. For the next step, you'll want to take your small pie tin and poke your pencil in the middle of the pie tin. Now, to make things easier, I'm going to be using an X-acto knife to make a small circle in the middle of the pie tin. If you are under the age of 16 and choose to use an X-acto knife, please have an adult do this. Next, you want to secure the black crown onto the by taping it. Now we'll be cutting our white strip of paper. I'm going to face our paper upright again and measure the width to 2.5 inches. We want our white strip to be shorter than the black strip, so I'm going to turn our white sheet of paper and flip it over. For our length, I will be marking it at 9 inches. Next, draw lines going over the marks you've made and cut the strips accordingly. You should be left with a white rectangle. Here comes the fun part. Get any writing utensil and draw a cartoon animation onto your white strip. I chose to draw a rose blooming with fallen petals at the end. Connect the ends of the white strip by taping it together. Now you want to take your pencil or dowel and some tape. Place some tape onto your pencil, leaving half of the tape exposed. The other half will be taped onto the surface of the pie tin. To make the pie tin stable, tape wherever you feel that might need it. This process might be a little tricky. Once you are done, you can place your white strip into the crown pie tin. When we view the images between the openings in the cylinder, the imagery is no longer blurry. It is an optical illusion referred to as persistence of vision. The word zoetrope comes from the Greek words zo and tropos, meaning wheel of life. Now a recap of what we learned about optical illusions. An optical illusion is an image that the brain sees in a way that is different from how the image actually appears. Thanks for watching Brookdale Library's Teen Tech Squad Workshop. Teen Tech Squad workshops are sponsored by the Friends of Hennepin County Library. To learn more, check us out on the Hennepin County Library website. Subscribe and follow us on Instagram and TikTok at BD Teen Tech Squad. See you next time!